Hey, boys and girls. It's time for Uncle Jay Explains the News. Now here's the guy who helps little minds understand big news stories, Uncle Jay.
Hi, boys and girls. Well, we're well into September now, and of course that means Oktoberfest and Columbus Day sales. And of course, any day now, one of your local radio stations will switch to all Christmas music to get us in the mood for the World Series and Halloween and the November elections. Happy September, everybody. Well, Uncle Jay's news word for this week is incendiary. This is one of those spelling test kind of words from back in the olden days when there used to be spelling. And it means anything that's flammable or anything that might start a fire, like that terrible one near San Francisco last week. However, it can also mean anything that causes trouble or stirs things up. For instance, this guy, Terry Jones. Oh, and by the way, don't confuse him with this guy, Terry Jones, who got famous for doing this.
Spam, 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 spam.
Oh, okay. This guy, Terry Jones, recently got famous for threatening to burn the Koran. Actually, boys and girls, it was the media that made him famous. The media does this thing. They latch onto a story and they blow it up, and then they ask themselves, were we being irresponsible here? Shouldn't we have been covering things like President Obama's press conference? Oh, look, he's not wearing a wedding ring. They say it's being repaired, but is it the marriage that needs repair? More tonight with Greta. Anyway, Pastor Jones said he doesn't want any violence, but of course that's in God's hands, so if anything happens, don't look at me. Thankfully, the burning didn't happen, but it was kind of an incendiary story. In fact, it sparked some violence in Afghanistan. And it makes us worry that other countries might think that all Americans are alike and that we all hate Muslims. And that's crazy. It's like thinking all Muslims are alike and that they all hate Americans. Nobody is that stupid, are they? Well, most of the rest of the news was not as... However, those political ads will be scorching your eyes and ears. I'm Uncle Jay, and I don't approve any of those messages. And now it's time to answer one of your news questions. This week it comes from Stephen in New York. Hi, Stephen. Stephen writes, Dear Uncle Jay, I can't wait for the new movie about Facebook to come out. I'm on Facebook, and I see that you are too. So do you think we'll both be in the movie? Thank you, Stephen. No. What you're thinking of would turn into a really long movie and boring. And remember, Stephen, movies about real people and the things they did are usually not very accurate. Hollywood tends to distort the real story, to make it more entertaining and to pander to the audience and the things that they want to believe. It's kind of like the news. Don't forget, you can see more at www.unclejexplains.com. Check back every Monday when Uncle Jay explains the news. And remember, a great kid is great news.